that it will go off before we do get to the point, but we are recording. We
All
are.
right.
Okay.
That is awesome. Back
Welcome back.
live and unplugged.
That's it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone is well. I hope we've all been elevated.
Yes. So we've
don't know where I
had
was
this
going with
stand all along. We tried it and we did some weird things initially.
Yeah. Pepsi stacks with different boxes and wooden planks and what.
Elastic bands.
Yeah, elastic bands strapped to the... Oh, yes. We really made a meal of it. And meanwhile, we've got a tripod and a DJI, or the DJI is a new edition.
Yes.
It was the newest edition.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have a DJI tripod or gimbal, which we can now put on top of a Panasonic.
Yeah, just tonight I thought, we've got this tripod. Why are we doing the Pepsi stack?
Let's give it a
And
test.
and there we go. So I'm very happy to see that there's a universal screw that goes into all
Everything.
camera equipment.
Mm.
So there we go. Gimbal is up and rocking for us.
Indeed. So, ladies and gents, welcome back to Slice of Mills. We have been inconsistent the last little while, as I'm sure you've seen. We were uploading almost every second day, and at some point we were uploading a day, every day.
Yeah.
But your life and our businesses and the schedules we're on, it's just very, very tough. We really got to make a lot of effort to try and get the videos out. And at the moment, we don't have a proper fast internet and computer. I don't know between the two which is slower.
Yeah.
I think internet has been a bit of an issue.
It has been.
So this is not excuse making. We are just, if you're wondering where we have been, it has been slow internet, slow uploading. We've been busy. I was away for a week, then when I got back, I had 2 weeks of crunch to try and catch up. And during that time, we did edit the videos we filmed before, which I thought I was going to upload while we were there, but there was no time for that at all. And then,
we did it. We did an upload on the weekend too.
Yeah.
Second one was today. So
yeah, but before we get there, still leading up to that, we posted for the 1 week of the previous stuff filmed 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then last week we filmed and got ready to get back onto schedule, and we were getting ready to post on a Wednesday. Then there was a load shedding, so we weren't able, if you're not familiar with South African stuff, then there's load shedding, so power went out in the area and we weren't able to get the items across because I had to work on my work laptop, which then died. And subsequently, we did not have the video uploaded for last week. And then Friday, same thing. We got everything uploaded and ready to go across, and then
And now screen's gone dead blank on us.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll go wake it up now. We've also got chat. You can just keep.
Yeah, we got enough down there. Yeah.
So yeah, I've recently been editing the videos and getting them up and posting.
Doing a very good job. Thank you.
Thank
very
you too.
nice.
Thank you too. It's not that much editing, but that's what we wanted. It's simple, sweet. It's just an intro video, editing the sound to make it sound a little bit better, and then we're good to go.
Fantastic.
So if you're wondering, I do have my phone here. That is why I keep looking down at it to see what's happening. Probably a bad habit now. I'm relying on it too much, like notes in a speech. But anyway, I'll figure that out now as we're going along. But I've noticed that we've done a lot of repeating in our chats.
Yes.
We've spoken in a few circles, especially when it comes to the power of choice. We've mentioned it in a few videos and repeated and hashed on the same thing. So in an effort to try and break sounding like a broken record, we're going to segment them a little bit. And today's episode is going to be designated to the power of choice again. And it's going to be episode 2. And we're going to focus specifically on personal growth and mindset. So, welcome to the power of choice. Episode 2. Personal growth and mindset.
Yeah, thank you for that, Joss. So important to know that as men and as young men as well, it's important to choose a path that you want to go on. And I've been so taken on by your choice to have these ice cold showers through winter and summer. I've taken that on as well, and I've really enjoyed that discipline, choosing to be disciplined. And overcoming the lying in bed. I could rather lie in bed for half an hour and wake up, or just roll out of bed and just
Wake up.
wake up.
Yeah.
It is tough. Even now in spring, well, I suppose we're heading towards the end of spring now.
Yeah, actually,
Going into full summer.
Doesn't feel like it, but
Doesn't at all.
Yeah.
Sure.
The seasons are completely,
Yeah.
I want to say, nasty stuff.
Yeah. But it's being consistent in that, and I think that is the one thing that's starting to really get a grip with me is, and you've done it. It's just been absolutely resolute. I will have a cold shower every single day, and that consistency now starts to bear fruit in your life. You can't be consistent for a day or 3 days or 5 days. It's every single day. In the right way, of course. You can't, if you've been consistent in the wrong things, then you'll consistently have trouble, and you don't want that. So I like that. I'm very glad, consistent in reading the Bible, consistent in reading books, consistent at work, have done with rubbish that has been a waste of time, absolute time waster, cutting that kind of stuff out. At my age, I really do need to do this.
Yeah.
And I think, and I'm hoping that is overflowing into you saying, okay, that's actually the better route to go as opposed to not.
Yeah. So you're on the right track there. So that's where all of this actually stems from. Is from the beginning of the year, I decided everyone's going to have their New Year's resolutions and things they want to stick to. But if there's at least one thing I'm going to stick to, I want to stick to having an ice cold shower every day throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
Because last year, it gets to the point where you start negotiating with yourself, and I'm sure everyone is familiar with it. You start getting to the point where you're like, I can wait until the sun comes up, and then the sun comes up, and then you've got to be working and you've got to be doing stuff. So then that goes down the toilet, and you're like, okay, I'll have it this evening. But then you go to the gym, and you're like, but the steam was better, so I'm just going to cool off, or I'm just going to have a warm one. And then it defeats the whole purpose of having an ice cold shower, and you end up skipping days, which is what I fell into last year. I tried to do that into winter.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's just no way. Sorry, there's no way I'm doing this ice cold shower thing. And negotiated with myself, negotiated myself out of it, and then ended up not doing it. So this year, there was the one thing I wanted to stay resolute in. And the only times I've missed, I think I've missed 2 days, one of which there was no water here.
Yeah.
And then the second one was now at Sun City when I was there. There was that night when we went to bed at 3:20 and woke up at 4:30, and we had to be down in the convention center at 5. So there was no time to wake up 20 minutes early, because then I would have had under an hour of sleep. So yeah,
sure.
Wasn't happening.
Good, yeah.
Wasn't happening. So I did have an evening shower, and I don't know if it was ice cold. I can't remember. I was so through it at that point. We were there regardless.
Sure.
So yeah, but it's getting back to your choice about staying or choosing to stay resolute in it. It's really, really good to build that habit. Because it takes 90 days to break a habit and to form a new one.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough. You've really got to make the choice to stay resolute and stick to it.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned if you don't have it in early morning, that you have it another time of the day. And there's been 1 or 2 days where I haven't had a cold shower in the morning due to circumstance. But later on in the day at gym, instead of having a hot shower, I went straight for the cold shower. I know it was too late in the day, but still, it was a cold shower.
It's still trying to get to a routine, trying to stick to it.
Yeah, so I'm glad I did that.
But I hear that, or not I hear, and I've heard and noted from a few videos and a few things I've done some research on. Men, I don't know necessarily about everyone else, but specifically men, we like structure, we like routine. So if we can form and make our own structure of things to do, okay, now wake up. At 5:20, I need to be done and sitting down with breakfast ready and reading my Bible. Then at 6:20, I need to stop praying and go and brush my teeth. And at 6:30, I need to pack my bag and get ready and leave the house so that I'm out of the house by 6:40. Then I'm at work at 7. Then it is this. Stick to it and try and get it done. Because I feel that if I don't have that structure and that time limits, then I'd get back sitting thinking, I can get it done later. There's no exact timeline that this inspection needs to be done. or whatever. But if I know it needs to be done by 11 o'clock, go into a full drive mode.
Agreed. I'm glad that this is rolling over to my work as well in what I'm doing, and I'm sure you find the same. And further to that, the entrepreneurs I'm mentoring as well. It's been able to put structure in place, and the bulk of the entrepreneurs I deal with are males, and helping them put these things in place and teaching them that structure, so that come the time when I'm no longer interacting with them, it's become the norm for them. That day, at that time of the month, I will be with Dave and having my session with him each, and it's every second week or the first 2 weeks of every month. And I have one entrepreneur tomorrow morning again, South African time. I need to be picked up at 5 to go to work. So because my client is a 5 a.m. in the morning, yes. I have a client the first 2 Tuesdays of every month, 6 to 8. He has that session because it frees up the rest of his day to go and do his work, and it's become a consistent set in motion situation for us. So I'm enjoying that, and it's nice to be able to interact with the entrepreneur that time of the morning as well, because both of us are like super fresh, ready for the day. I wish we could go to gym that time of the morning, but it'll come.
It'll come later on. When we start working on our own things,
Absolutely.
we'll be able to be there. Because I went to gym, I think it was in winter. I was trying to figure out a schedule that would work because evenings were being taken up by meetings and all the others.
Yeah, true.
I tried 1 or 2 mornings, and the morning session, you feel like your whole day is open. Because in the back of your head, if you're gymming in the evening, you're like, okay, I still need to go. And you know it's 2 or 3 hours.
Sure,
because you still got to go out and go do stuff, and that's when you could be at home sitting, typing some emails or getting some work prep for the next day.
Correct, yes.
So starting a day off with it would work quite well. And I'd like to do it as well, but maybe it's not at 5 o'clock in the morning. Maybe 6.
Yeah, the thing is if it's at 6, come 8 o'clock or 7:30, the day is really on the go already. So that's I'm disappointed that the gyms have reverted to these hour slots. In the past, it used to be they'd go till midnight or 11 o'clock at night, and then start at 4 in the mornings. But since the COVID
scandemic
situation,
I think
I call it a scam. But that's me. I know it's real. Yeah,
there's so much proof coming out now that it was.
Yeah.
I was actually just watching today in the Sean Ryan podcast.
Yes.
They had a Canadian sniper. The guy's got the longest kill in recorded army or what. Anyway, the point is they were talking about it, and they were saying if you died in a car accident and you had COVID, the cause of your accident, your death wasn't the accident. It was the 19 variant. Yeah. I actually think COVID is a word we can't say, but we're not monetized, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
Why is that? I wonder why they would have.
YouTube and them, they've got a whole bunch of things that they block rules. Stop, like all those other ones that we were discussing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but when it was out there, you weren't allowed to call it what it was. They just called it Vidnight. What? I can't remember. People just did their own thing. They did their own thing.
Like Unalive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, these things.
We're gonna play the game. We want to be part of the game. We're gonna play the game. Well.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless we're going to get sponsors on board and they want this rawness. But then we've got to sit and read ad reads, which I don't necessarily want to do.
Yeah, for sure. Or we can just place the advert here and then it can be...
Yeah, we'll have a running screen with an ad running over here.
Yeah. So, yes. So, for you in your workplace, how are you finding this being resolute and consistent in your choice making?
I feel that this whole just decision making of it's not necessarily the ice cold showering thing. It's the whole thing about choosing to stay resolute in whatever you decide to do. So it stems from being resolute in having the ice cold showers in the morning as an example, but it flows into everything else as well. I choose that when I'm at work, I've got to give it my all for the 6 hours that I'm there. And then I can take a break in between now and then, but I have to get stuff done and I have to get it out and I have to do it well. that's another thing is I choose not to just work during my time to get stuff done. I choose to do it to the glory of God for the kingdom building.
Amen.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how to say it all now. I've got to watch the video again, but we belong to a church 3CI out in the Olympus side, and one of the preachers, pastors, there we go.
Yes.
Pastors named Stephen gave a message on work, and if I can, I'll try and link it in pop-up banners this side. So if you want to say in the pop-up banner, it's this side here,
That's
somewhere
up
above
there.
my head. Yeah, it'll probably be lower, like here, because of the camera angle today.
Okay.
But I'll learn now when we edit it.
Yes.
And I've learned how to add in the pop-up banner.
Oh, wow.
You can go find it and then add a thing on top. Anyway.
Fantastic.
Yeah, figuring it out.
Very good.
But anyway, he was giving a thing about work and saying how you should devote yourself the best you can and give your full effort, because that's how you will fulfill what God's put in you.
Mm.
And I'm a person who likes to tick things off a list. So for me, working hard and being able to tick things off a list, I'm like, okay, I'm doing stuff, I'm getting stuff done.
That's awesome.
So it works. It works very well. But yeah, to answer your question, I find it makes me more productive. It makes me more efficient, and I feel more fulfilled. In summary, yeah.
Fantastic.
Has it anything floated out into your life, into your workspace yet?
Oh, absolutely. I have found that the more consistent I am in saying, do this, do this, do this, do this, whereas in the past I would allow myself to be distracted, and I'm choosing now not to allow distractions anymore, and I'm finding that my productivity is increasing exponentially. There are a few things here and there where you've got so many different points that you have to touch on that it's getting a bit difficult to keep all of these balls in the air going until you can actually swat the right ones out of the way.
Mm.
So for me, like, I was involved in a minor incident on yesterday morning, and I had to report that to insurance. Fortunately, I was able to get to the police station yesterday to get the incident report and the case number from their side. But I didn't get, because of all the work I had to do, I didn't get to report the incident to insurance. I'll get to it tomorrow. Fortunately, as I say, I made the effort to go to the police station and get that sorted out. So it's there and done. But coming back to this, is because of so many distractions taking place, there's certain things that you will let slip, but other things that you can follow through on. And there's many times where what you are busy with actually requires more time than you originally thought it would be.
Yes.
I'm sure you find the same as well. Like you just said now.
It's so frustrating.
Fact.
It's so frustrating. You're like, oh, this is going to take me 20 minutes. 3 hours later.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or you have other distractions, and
won't point out anything because I'll call any names.
Yeah, so those, when it breaks your routine and you have to wind back and get yourself built up again, and that's
but that's also in itself, that's sometimes a blessing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you need that, break the rhythm, otherwise sometimes your brain can just break because you're trying to rely too much on your own motivation. And
I think what's important is to find what works for you and what's your rhythm. There's so many guidelines that are out there. John Maxwell that talks about it. You have various other guys that are, and people that are very good in this space, that understand it. But for you, it might be you need to work flat out for 20 minutes and need to take a break. For me, I could potentially work for 15 minutes or an hour long, and then I need a break.
Or a longer break.
But potentially, yeah. And I find that when I'm facilitating that, we're supposed to give the entrepreneurs a break at the hour mark. I tend to find we're at the end of the 2-hour mark, and then I remember to give them a break. So, I guess one has to find out what works for you and doesn't, Yeah.
So we put a pin in it for a second and see what time we're at.
Okay.
So see on my phone, we're already at like 17 minutes.
All right.
Let's check it quickly. Yeah, yes, we haven't even covered the first point yet. We're already on 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so the first point was actually choosing discipline over motivation, because very much like confidence, it's up and down. Your motivation can be one day you're extremely motivated, and I was going to say that by saying I find that some mornings I wake up and I'm like, yes, I want to get today done. And then as you go throughout the day, things just happen, your motivation drops, and you're up and down all the time. And it's unreliable. It's very much like confidence. Your confidence is always going to be up and down and unreliable. So you've got to choose discipline over it.
End of story.
And that's exactly what we were just covering and touching on briefly, is that it just, you have to make the choice that no matter how it feels, how cold it is on that morning, how tired you might be feeling, that discipline is what's going to get you through, and sticking to that routine.
Stone.
That's it.
I like it. I like it. And that's what makes the difference, especially for us as men. That will make the difference between whether you achieve what you want to achieve, the goals and the targets you set yourself, or not. And I've often said this, and I say this to entrepreneurs as well, but I've said this to you boys as well: pain now, pleasure later, versus pleasure now, pain later.
Yeah.
And
that was one of our topics already. We had it in a YouTube video. It's also one of the headings. So
we did, yes.
See if I can also link it. Yeah, see if we can also link it.
Yes.
But that covers specifically the next 2 points as well. The cost of not choosing, how indecision is still a decision. And number 3, how small daily choices shape your future. It's a compound effect of habit.
Absolutely.
So it's exactly what you were saying now, of how not choosing causes so many more issues. And then the small daily choices, how they compound and flow. It's like starting a snowball effect.
Sure.
Oh.
And it has radical long-term negative or positive effects and impact.
Absolutely.
So I like what you say as well. No, making no decision or making no choice is also a choice.
Indecision is a decision.
Absolutely. Yeah. And be careful you don't have regrets.
Exactly that. My brother, for those of you who know us, know that he's a little bit frustrating with some of the answers he gives. Would you like some Pepsi? No. You either do or you don't.
Yes.
You can't not know. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that you just said as well. Because often I say this to entrepreneurs as well. I hate it when they use the word "ish." I'm trying, or I'm trying. So I often say to them as well, you're either trying or you're not trying. What is it? So then I say to him, try and lift your left arm above your head. And I say this: try and lift your left arm above your head. And so they all do this. And I said, did you try or did you do? And you just see like the lights come on. My word, okay, I just did. Exactly.
There you go.
You didn't try it, you did it.
There you go.
So I like that. It's a great analogy.
Indecision is a decision. So decide not to be indecisive.
Yeah, stop it. Just
there you go.
Stop it.
There you go.
That's something I like to say to you a lot.
Just stop it. Wow. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a wake-up call.
Certainly is.
If you take a few moments and think about, what are you not being decisive about? What are you doing? Why are you slow on things? Is it because you're not choosing, you're not being decisive about what you want to do? And there's a lot of, you never know what's on the other side of your yes. Your obedience in something might cause an outflow and an outpouring of so many other things. This is a prime example. There's so many people that have come alongside and been like, hey, we're looking forward. Your one's flashing blue. I don't know what that means.
Flashing blue? Maybe the battery's going flat.
Well, hopefully that means it's still connected.
Yeah, well, let's maybe cut it.
Let's do this. Let's put this here just in case.
Just in case, yeah.
We can see if it will. It's still green.
Yours is still green, mine is.
Still green, yours is flashing blue. So just in case it's disconnected, let's just put it there.
Yes.
Okay, anyway. The small choices, it's a compound effect. habit. Yeah. Okay, then it's the last 2 points on this topic that we have. Choosing your response, not your reaction. Emotional control and accountability. And that's also another thing. That's actually where this main choice is. The whole, what is it? Ice cold showers.
Yes.
It's me trying to learn how to control my response. So I was watching some guy talking about taking power and control over your body and your brain and what. So what you're actually supposed to do, the way that he describes it, is have a warm shower or a hot shower, and right at the end, at some point, you switch it off into cold.
Sure.
And then you've got to go from that, and you've got to just focus on your breathing and just be stoic and don't let your emotions and whatever. And the point is, and that's what I've been trying to do with this as well, but there's just some mornings that it was so cold I couldn't. But the point is, you're supposed to just be emotionless and centered. And the point is, if you can do that and you can train yourself to be able to do that, then when it comes to something like being told you're going to MC a show 20 minutes before the show, then you should be able to just be like, okay, let's do it. Instead of world coming to an end and you don't know what to do and everything is just crashing around you. Instead, you can just breathe, you can control your reaction, you can control your emotions, and you can control your response. And that is all centered around one simple thing: the power of choice.
That's it.
Anything to add?
No, I think you've hit the nail on the head, and it is absolutely spot on. It is critical. Choose well, and also think about this. Pardon me, is where are you drawing your information from to make that choice? You can make an emotional choice, or you can make a well thought out choice, or you can make a choice from a heuristic perspective, which is also incorrect at times, not always, but it can be incorrect because it's just an automatic response, which is what heuristics is about. Or you can go and say, okay, let me think about this, or your choice could be, let me get information first before I make a choice, make a decision.
And it's super important, especially in today's day and age. But I don't know how you can tell what's real and what's not anymore. Because
it's crazy.
I don't know, AI videos, is YouTubers out there that have made full YouTube accounts that makes it look like they're filming content, but it's not. It's AI accounts.
Incredible.
Like Jake Paul's recently been doing it. He doesn't even film his YouTube videos anymore. He puts a prompt into AI, and it does the whole video for him.
Oh, no, that's wrong.
Yeah, or at least again, I might be completely wrong.
Yes,
but there was also a recent scandal with Joe Rogan, where they had, I think it was battery died. There was a recent scandal with Joe Rogan where he was advertising some alpha mentality, masculine, what beef jerky or whatever. But he never did that. It was all AI that they took from his clips, and they edited his voice and they edited his lips to make it look like he was reading the thing and saying how good it was. But it was just this whole company's drive and mission to get that out.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But to get back to your point, yes, information is super, super important, super key. And then, the last point is when to say no. Learn the power of boundaries and selective focus. I think that's a whole video on its own, actually.
Yeah, that is critical.
Yeah.
I'll make one on that.
Yeah, that's at least now we've got some points. There's quite a few more we can go through, but hopefully this takes out a bit of the repetitiveness. I know it sounds like we're really harping on this fact of the ice cold showers, but guys, I'm telling you, like, I keep telling everyone, it's like, how did you stay so healthy this year? Why are you so motivated? You've changed so much. Why? I'm like, guys, it's a simple thing. It might not just be the fact that it's the cold showers. I think it's the choice that lies behind it, but I'm going to blame it on the cold showers, because the cold showers as well, it kickstarts your whole day. 5 o'clock, you wake up and you jump straight into the shower. I don't sleep with the shirt on, so it's just pants. You just take your pants off, jump into the shower, ice cold shower. That's probably very loud. Okay. Ice cold shower. And then you get dressed, and if you need to do a shaving or whatever, I just have to trim my beard or around the beard. Then you're done and you're awake, and your whole body's in like shock mode. And yeah, it's great.
Well, I can vouch for the fact that you have not been sick this year.
Mm.
And last year you were persistently sick. Persistently. And in fact, we had to buy you meds and nonsense like that to just keep you
Going.
moving forward. It was ridiculous. So
Yeah.
this year, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, there's been once or twice, but I
not
mean, it's not
to that extent where I'm bedridden.
not even close.
Yeah. There were a few days, or 1 or 2 days, where I had to skip gym just to be like, okay, let's just recoup a little bit and have a little bit of extra rest, a little bit earlier in bed. But it was definitely not as bad as it's been in the past. So,
Sure.
and I think that's the main thing of that as well is like that I can attribute, I think, to cold showers and just God's blessing, but cold showers as well, and daily vitamin C and zinc.
Yes, you're doing that a lot as well, which is good.
Routine.
All right.
And that, was point 3. How small daily choices shape your future, the compound effect of habit. So the habit of showering, the habit of having vitamin C and zinc, and praying.
That's it.
So all those habits, they compound into good health, which then compounds into more money because I'm not off from work, especially when you get paid by the hour. Yeah.
That's it. That's the way it works.
Yeah, I think we're on about 30 minutes. So,
not more by now.
Yeah. So that is the Slice of Mills, Power of Choice, episode 2.
Yes.
And that is us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in again.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have a nice little structure to follow, I'll write it down and we can keep to it. And we will we'll see you for the next episode.
Yeah, and keep the comments coming.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. And any questions or any topics you'd love us to speak about, it's open book. We're not shy about anything. However, we are obviously aware of PG whatever, but we're not shy about anything.
We've made our videos already say, they ask you when you upload it, is this made for children? It's not made for children. So nothing we talk about would be made for children. Plus, I don't think children will be interested in listening to how to choose to have a cold shower in the body.
No, not at all. All right. That's us slicing out of here.
Thank you, folks.
All the best. Thank you so much.